Hello and welcome to this magical a solo adventure, a coward's guide. Either or. To be found live if you were watching on Twitch, PT RPG, hi. Or if you're watching on archive, this is part-time gaming, hi. We have someone to talk to. But first, I've got a door to shut and a door to lock. I will be back very shortly. I'm back. Now, let us commence. It is 8 PM UK time, so well, I can fly, I'm a sign, so it shouldn't matter which or when we go. And if it's tipped, then who would say if it mattered or whether or not we can? Woman, welcome. Much Mando, because I'd be annoyed at the last thing. Sadly, it was the last thing that anyone saw of me, so I probably scared the shit out of a lot of people. Ah, it's his phone. Ba 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 ba. Membrada, destined to die a hero and live on as a mechanized servitor. Use item to acquire the one membrane minion. Attainable or unregistered. Clickety clack. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere, and this when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals. Leave them to me. I will go back to Zahara and secure them. The Amaldur will still be in disarray after the thrashing the Warriors of Darkness game. You don't like to notice a lone bard skulking about. You're not a bard! Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I will see with the rising stones. Oh, he just lost his sister. I should go and find Ida and Papalimo. They must have finished searching for the mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. Oh yeah, that. My mind is blinded by fury. Alizé? You must be tired, PT. I know I am. Well, yeah, you did a massive nuke. If thou will permit me, my lady, I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of my independent pursuits? When I saw you meeting with that Warrior of Darkness and the Assin in white at the Great Library. I tried not to think the worst. I've never been one to confide in others, so I knew that even were your intentions pure, you would not share your plans with us until that you felt the time was right. But I cannot deny that a part of me feared you had simply betrayed us. Would that there had been another way. I know I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on my heart. But you'll keep doing it anyway. I understand why you did what you did. That you had sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. Even knowing what came of your actions, I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. P.T., forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken their toll on me. I should like to rest for a while. If thou wilt grant me leave, I would gladly escort thee unto refuge of thine own choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall join thee at the Rising Stone. Until then, warrior of light. Nah, nothing but this. Da dee da dee da da dee dee da dee da 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 dee. Speak with Papaliamo. Alright, that's not nice, is it? Oh, it is. Wow. Papaliamo! Why don't I talk to Yida? Well met, P.T. Alphino said you would be joining us. It would seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the masked camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Actually, I regale them with the events of the evening. Don't believe it! The crystals and failure, all of it. I don't know what it is. I sympathize with you. Even now I struggle to comprehend that which I saw. The only thing I can say with certainty is I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak to her. It was bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alphino, I believe it is past time Ida and I rejoin the silence. We've been away far too long. No, I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices. I feel our investigation would benefit from your more dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might in turn offer our own opinions on the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. Gods, it's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Taru's tales may well surprise you. Yeah, she got into a trial by combat, and won! What? Yeah, trial by combat, won. Ida? Ida! Roga be praised, it is you! Ida alive and standing here before me, in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Come now. It's really been so long you don't remember me. It's Gundabal. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Not think less of a friend. Friends. 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, and the resistance were always welcome in little Aloigo. They gave us up, and young Ida most of all. Ida here was always full of fire. Never the first to volunteer for a mission, till the day she up and vanished, that is. There were rumours, and we feared the worst, but here are, alive and well. Looking nary a day older. 5? No, 20 years? That can't be right. Well, I can't, what can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, and the Zions, oh sorry, we're still circle knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it's all very secret stuff, and at the time, as you can see, I'm completely fine. I know we've got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Okay. Pray forgive her. It's been a very long day for us all. I promise we will visit again at the first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We did it, Bob. Yes, take me for giving you that mask. And the rest. Silly Papa Lima. I mean, I get why, but still. Silly Papa Lima. Pallium. I feel like the three companies, the crafting plus is more important than the actual battle experience plus, the battle plus, because you get into combat so much. With crafting, you're just going to whacking away at something to the quakes. Alright, Ida, what's up? Alfie, what's up? Welcome home, PT. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent me word a short while ago. Once he has delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's car, he will rejoin us here, and we will declare this matter officially resolved. While awaiting your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Mishola and Prior, and brief them on all that has occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. Well, yes, we no longer have a leader. Which means that, oh no, we go from a 18-year-old girl to a 15-year-old boy. Okay, I think we need to call the police again. No, I think you might have been older than that. Maybe in their 20s?
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbreeder.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
What do you expect? You're all separated. You're nearly down.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
I just need to send this up a bit.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
Many things that you need to pick up on here, right? They're called the Scions of the Seventh Dawn because they've come in the Seventh Umbral Era. There's always a new Umbral Era after a calamity. But we've been told...
And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
So, yeah. They're in the Seventh Umbral Era, Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Haglin said 7 times have they failed, meaning that there should be 7 unbroken calamities. There hasn't been yet.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found.
I mean, you could technically visit her.
Nevertheless, having involved myself in their struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
This be the weirdest relationship ever.
You will always be welcome here, Cryle.
Yeah, you know a little person.
Orianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Assyrians as before?
Probably not, but we will.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Maybe not, because our task is to prevent the calamities as sort of first and foremost, and one you might have prevented it.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. Would be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at our heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Find out matters to the truth of the star, yes.
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the resistance.
Weren't you in Britannia before? I mean, you probably got contact.
There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja. Not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
Who's taken over? I know they mentioned someone had taken over. Oh, I know who it is. We'll be seeing lots of him soon.
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organisations and formalities.
Yes, but you get contact through organisations and formalities. You cannot be one island on your own. Impossible. Well.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable. And we've always got him to keep us from bickering.
No, I find it funny when they bicker. It's one of the best parts of, not the next expansion, but the expansion after. It's just funny.
But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveille, nor to walk in grandfather's shadow.
Okay. So just
on
Alice.
that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
So who's in charge?
Well then, Alfie, I, for my part, shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
Good to know.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru.
You gave him a pet name.
And we must.
When did you two get so...
What now for the warrior of
close? Burn them all! Burn them all! I quit. Walks out. Roll credits. Road goes ever on.
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see
Something will
before
break.
me the
That's for
faces
sure.
of those who will deliver it.
On to the next bit. Go on, waft away. Alfie. Look at them, BT. Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Look how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome. All of it has made us who we are today. Where are we to go from here? Where are we to go from here? And what future holds? Only the 12th know. I know we will find out together. Yay! The power of friendship! I still need to know if that's really a thing. Oh no! Another cutscene!
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain.
Who dat?
Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life,
Achievements gone to Curtsy.
my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me.
Tupsimati?
Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
What's he talking about? What's he talking about? Oh, the stick! There you go. I keep forgetting what the MacGuffin does.
Thank you.
What it is!
I shall guard it well.
It only does one thing, but yeah.
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Probably should have spent more time with Papa Lino, but we didn't. Oh man, just remember, I think there was a bit where you do spend some time with him before it all goes doobie-doobie. Don't worry, he's just chewing a sandwich. It really hurts, so he's having to... Oh, here we go. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. Coming battle shall be our greatest yet. I intend to stand with you all that glorious day. Yeah! Ow! They're doing in the Shroud. True believers are so readily led. I have given them everything they desire, all for which they've prayed. I doubt you can say the same for your pawns. get what you wanted then? Was it all worth it in the end? Yes, because he was picking up something that didn't need any specific evil to stay alive. There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her with great interest. As for the pawns whom you so pity, they have delivered unto me a gift, which I do now present to you. Oh shit. I think those are Nidhogg's. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself the most deserving. I'll make use of them. I swear it. A man of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. Hey, boy, looks like we're getting near to this. Nothing left in it. I'll get a drink of jock on a moment just to relax myself a bit. And then fall asleep while I'm playing. Okay. Oh. Ooh. No, it's not as this la. Looks like what it isn't. Must be another place. Huh. So it was here all along. It is Asisla. Oh. I think it was. No, I'm just clearing my throat. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are going to have so much fun. No retreat. No surrender. That's an underrated action film. Actually, I can't remember it, so it's clearly not that memorable. Clickety clack. We got Mumbretta Minion Guide for Emmerich as well. Found the detailed tribute to Mumbretta was crafted in secret by another Orianjay, following the untimely passing of his beloved companion. Though known for her warm and jovial nature, the result within this doll's eyes perhaps speak to the strength he admired in her. Let's see, what's Midgazor, Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it is difficult to believe the Yarmlong could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary, while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. And that's just well. Keeping Frog. Wait, where's Frog? Oh, that's mine. Hi! Tatararo. Hey, it's from Girabanya. We're nearly there! Ah, PT! Just the hero I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favour? No. I need you to meet me at Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Oh God. Yeah. Wait. No, don't need to do that. Now I remember. Now I remember everything. Oh. I don't think I've got enough thingies for it though. So it's gonna have to stay in me pack for a bit. Oh dear. Don't worry, it's just my phone coming back to the assistant. It's the diamond hole. Hi. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties. As I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. What? No. Right, everybody, ready to go to work? Uh-oh. No squirming now. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes. What? Hehehehe. Ah! That was a bit more painful than it should have been. There, all finished. Warrior liked every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Yay! I'm sorry, I'm always intimidated by tailors. Well, what would you like to know? All in good time, pretty. All in good time. Did you have to ambush me? Aha! Found you! If you'd have found me earlier, I wouldn't have been pinned down by these three weirdos. Alphinaud wants everyone in the Solar for a meeting. Don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keeping everyone waiting. Ow. 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 Oh. It's still sore. Ow. 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 Ow.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Oriange has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Okay. Is it here by link pole?
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphinaud, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention.
You know
And
that.
while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Sorry, I got itchy.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Alpha, no.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
Seconded. All in favour, nod.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
Yeah, well, none of the rest of us are good with negotiations, so... I guess
As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now. A soldier in the field, so to speak.
No, you lack the requirements to be a commander of an army. You do not lack the requirements to be the face of a organisation based on different abilities. Army? No. Other skills? Yes.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Yes, I don't want to stop feeding the poor. The rest of them can bugger off, but the poor must get fed.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Well, yeah.
Oh my goodness! You're... Help! I need some help here!
Ah. Ooh,
Tataru,
that.
are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
How well have you been treating her? Have you got any chirurgeon abilities? You good with first aid?
God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
So she doesn't remember Gundaball, but she remembers a younger soldier called
Now,
Nan.
we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
It's the pink hair. It gives us
Thank you.
strength.
My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled.
She knows her intimately as well.
As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
I'm not surprised. You're not a rogue or ninja. Bards can be kind of swift, but not stealthy.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. Ah, but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance.
Huh.
I came
What's
to
up,
warn
then?
Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Not his claws, his men's claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
How?
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo. To have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
Mm-hmm.
His plan is flawed. Even should the resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Yeah, I think there's something else you haven't been telling us, but go on.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa Lominsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours.
That means Papalimo and...
Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy.
Very well. Nod.
To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
So,
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
Right.
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
Never self-sacrifice. Loves a sacrifice.
'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied.
I mean, you could consider the
and so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Some would argue that self-sacrifice from the leader of a nation would mean the entire nation sacrifices, but I wouldn't. Those who sacrifice do it for themselves first, but well, yeah, it is for themselves individually. But the call to arms is always a corporate call, not an individual one. Right, off to see Lucia. Why Lucia? Where the hell is Emmerich? Back to the Foundation. Holy See of Ishgard. See, the Holy See is the collective of their religion, so I don't know why the city of Ishgard would be considered the Holy See itself. I'm overthinking it. What's wrong with it? Zoe! Coming! Thought that I knew where I was going. And I did not. Never any reason for you to jump. I don't know why they've given us a jump button at all. It's fun, so I suppose that's the reason. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? Somebody's wanting to attack. Yeah. I see. Wait here, I will summon Sir Emmerich. It's weird. Someone's wanting to attack, Belsar's Wall, which is on the border of Gridania. It is good to see you, my friend. 'Tis but a pity it must be under such circumstances. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have had to send some wine. But to business. I thank you for bringing these developments in Amigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who represents us. However, as the choice is not mine to make, well, not mine alone, at any rate. Given the evidence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of a full assembly, but I will still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to the proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Absolutely. Thank you. Our representative, whomever we select, will require a suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handler that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. P.T., pray accompany us here to the gates of judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury can speed you on your way. Fury! Fury! Hey, if you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Very well. Oh, my Reno, there's a king thing. Okay, who's our envoy? You don't have an envoy? Well, we meet again. As it happened, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgard's envoy. No, but I concede that there were doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military operation. Be that as it may, I could not, in good conscience, make the decision alone. Not with the ink scarce dry in the public book of statutes. I trust you understand. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragon. Given the trouble brewing the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. Okay. Stay swap straight. I mean, I could just fly there, but why? I could just start teleporting there, but this is cooler. It's fun to fly! Whee! 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 Oh, he's happy. Whee! You sure you don't need another whee? Whee! Garrison commander awaits within. Why not accompany me, P.T.? You may see a familiar face. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I feel sad. Oh. Wait, what? P.T., old boy. How wonderful to see you, and Sir Emmerich too. To what do I owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse me. No. Nay, do not trouble yourself on a while. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Invasion fleet coming. Careful. Well, maybe invasion fleet. Villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Blood King comes as naturally as breathing to a an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. I'm very surprised to see a Manolane looking after Dragonhead. But yes, very surprised. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm? Yes, actually. Why? You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worried to sit where he's at. Yeah. I still don't understand why he wasn't in the family, unless they felt like Dragonhead was so important. Yeah, we cannot play the hand we're dealt. And with a little help from the veterans and Ormar's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure I'll muddle through. So worry not, old boy. Drop it down, you little... Yeah. Ow! They do try and cut the middle out occasionally. Oh, that's weird, huh? God, no, what the hell? Am I standing on top of him? Where is he at? Lucia. On a guard. Sir? There we go. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I'm as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now as when I first laid eyes upon it. I fear this time, however, that shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the forest. No. Can I get some nice food? No, I can't. Ooh, scrambled eggs! I like scrambled eggs. No. It seems we are to have an escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Very pleasant, very peaceful. My God, a potato. Yes, of course. Just like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Verily. No, stop it. Stop it. There we go. My controller's still being a funny one. Chevalier Foe. Interesting. The Silent Conjurer. Is this time to say, are you sure you want to go? Yes. The envoy from Mishgard has arrived. Very good. This way, if you the Limington party as well. Hey, wow. I had hoped to slip in unnoticed, it seemed. But I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emery. My God, they're as tall as each other. It's weird. Admiral, always a pleasure. Oh my. And VC, I trust you are well. It's a day of reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. Master PT, I am glad to hear from Real that the missing scions have now been found. All but one, yes. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let us first attend the issue at hand, shall we? The antecedent return. Although she might have already been told that, so it's just Ida and Papalimo she was talking about. Bum 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 bum.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gir Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Unimpeachable?
Indeed, Elder Seedsir. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
How do we know of the inner circle of the Resistance?
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies laboured to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedsir, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
Very much as a man of action.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
So just you, like. Actually, no, Igor as well.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Hopefully, be able to move on to bigger and brighter things.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one.
It feels like this falls just to the hands of the Griffin, though.
Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Yeah. At least he understands that someone's playing the long game here. Oh, bugger. Go. Then I'll have to right option. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly as a half of development in itself. I only hope my misgiving was proven unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I had missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alphino, a pleasure as always. And Mistress Alistair, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank PT for serving as our escort before our duties called him away. We need an escort, though. Also, I wish to thank our Doman ally. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting an opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. She was hiding behind a tree. No apologies are necessary, Mistress Yugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection when I offered Ishgard's support. My nation's historic failure to keep the Alliance's fleets for aid is a matter of record. Even so, the Alliance leaders were plenty unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allowed the old seats here to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. Full glad am I we have you. We are to have you. Pray, convey my regards to the Scions, my friends. We must return to Ishgard. Whatever is wrong with a simple sorry or thank you? These politicians always make a speech out of everything. That is how we adults speak, dear sister. No, we don't. Just dipshits like you. Mayhap the ones who like the sound of their own voice in any case. Our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to the Revenant's toll degree? See, look, an adult who didn't talk that much. Actually, I think I shall pay a brief visit to Reef's Shroud. I'm curious to know how Papalino and Ida fared in their talk to the Sylphs. Not to mention that what has been going on in Belsa's War. I will join you the Rising Stone tonight. You don't need an escort. Hey. Down now. Rest off. And a PvP person. Yeah. Ah! Watch where you're going! Welcome back, PT. I don't know about you, but I'm hardly glad to talk to her. I understand this council needs the report, but do you not find it tiresome to have to wait have to weigh every word before you speak? I don't have that feeling at home with the relevant politics. That said, you have been known to change. If my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Here we go! Another break. Riffin' on the wall. Well, as much as I enjoy the muscle tour, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Well, this is only one more mission before I get into it. Click. Click. Still find that funny, you're gonna double click. Or it lets you in. And then it's like, are you sure? Why would I have pressed twice if I didn't think I was sure? Yes, but are you sure? Ah, you returned from the council. What of Alphino? Some other matter requires attention. My apologies, friends. I trust we haven't kept you waiting all along. Greetings, everyone. Oh. Kryle, how's Nago doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Taro is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing. Well, with sufficient rest, I'm certain she will make a full recovery. Oh, thank goodness for that. Now, mayhap you could share with us the Council's decision. 'Tis a good one. Each of the nations, Ishgard included, have committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Alliance will soon have a significant force in the Black Trail, ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. You cannot see... One does not lightly go to war with the Gallian Empire. Right. To open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there was a way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon this reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Elsa's walls, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I will be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route, and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Tell you what, I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As am I. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi. I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kryle and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What have you level years? I will return to the Ishgard and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, it would seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon your you to accompany me, PT? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, might I ask you to remain with the Rising Suns to pass on messages and so on? I could do that. Can I do that? To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task was fall to someone. Safe travels, all of you. Griffin. If you have any unfinished business in this hole, pray attend to it now. I will depart for the hall fought without delay. Nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of Belsar's wall, and I should be interested to speak to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. You're a topper, are you? There's one thing I want to do first. Maybe best to get a better bow, or it'd be better to get better armor. Maybe a ring. Depends how much I've got, but I don't feel like I'm tired. Not just really tired. Rowena! No, I said Rowena. Hi. I forgot. Can't get that. 270. Ooh, a little good bit. Hold on. 9,000. Got 240. Huh, that's good. What about... These are all 240s as well, won't they? Nah, I think I'm equipped with that. Let's check these. What we got? Oh, there's 240s as well. I'll take the bow then. That's a big chunk. 251. Right then, off I go to the Griffin stuff. Half armored. Goddess oh. I'm going to be synced down to level 60 again. Only the purple stuff that I can get higher levels on. Where are you, kid? Ah, good. Ah, P3, there you are. Come. Embarrassing fire awaits. The Alliance officers on the patrol could be able to apprise us of any developments in the war. Hey, they're all here. Fancy meeting you two here. You want to set off? Indeed, I was about to say, well, watch over you. But I doubt you have any kind of protection, even if you are venturing into enemy territory. Don't worry, Alpha, no. We'll have the Griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do you make your mind? Ida, only a moment ago you seemed ready to shake the Griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So which is it to be? Best decided before we come to the negotiations. Throttling this guy. I like your tactics! Trust me, Alphalima. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. Oh my. Talking about, I'll leave to you. Oh my. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let us be on our way, shall we? Yes, there are too many impressionable children around at this moment in time, Alpha no. What did you mean by shaking anything? I'll tell you when you're older. Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spot? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. Although I suppose technically I should be saying I'll tell you when you're taller. Way. Scat. Welcome, Warrior of Light. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officer? You'll find them on the observation platform. Very proceed. What was the point of that? Could have just dialogued, couldn't you? Yeah, Hilda's there. Greetings, my friends. It's good to see you both well. I was hoping to find you might turn up. They've dragged after watch here, see, and the sight of you might help remind them why we'll be bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the Grand Melee. Borne the brunt of your blows, may I say. What an honour it is to stand at your side. Oh yeah, she was, like, everywhere! It is heartening indeed to see the Grand's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. Was quiet. What? What? Seven hells. Fighting has broken out on top of the wall. Full-scale assault. So the Griffin made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colours. Possible, we gave no such order. Oh, of course! The wall was never the Griffin's target, it was bait. We goaded into deploying our armies nearby. thus lending weight to his deception. Those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts. The Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. If the armies of the Alliance occupy the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. You could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial Reserve would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. PT, we must make for the wall at once. I'm gonna kick the Griffin in his feathers. What, just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course, and are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage, if we are careful to avoid skirmishing. It may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that... Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the science and safety? Huh, I don't know who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal, but you can count on me. We must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Gavin Navigator guide us through the storm. No. Why did my Marshal not say out? Yarr! Hooks and spears and stuff. There he is, casually walking in what rest of him do all bloody work. Leader. Forward, comrades! The time has come to drive the Imperial from Alamigo and force action upon those who turned their backs on our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our home. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. This could so easily have failed. Could have even set about the seventh umbral calamity. Might still. Don't know. Just for the selfishness of one dude. Dude, for all the world I could... Oh yeah. Speak of Alpha. There you are! Little bugger. Who's coming with? I think it's a farmer. From what Papalino told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask you to scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course if there were any other way. The time of sovereignty is past. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the Griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. I think it's a plan, then. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make the position with all due haste. And if everything proceeds according to plan, he'll then swoop in and spirit us all the way to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. Boom! Balsa's wall is now activated. Duty support! Who's coming with? Seriously, is it just like scouts? Who have we got? Yeah. It's me old team! Why does one of them have a fuzzy hat? Let's go, guys, let's go! Itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg, itchy leg. The size of that dog. Belsar's wall. I haven't explained why it was Belsar's wall, but yeah. It's adorable. It's massive. It's so cute. It's a goodbye. It's a goodbye. I have a better boy. Alright, guys. Alright. By a manual bind. Alright, we got rid of the duck. And dingo some of there. Nothing over there. Those terminal. We've got chesticles. No, no chesticles. Right, security terminal. Open the gate. Why are there still so many of them? Longer than it should have been, I think. Oh, we get 1 LB as well. Wait! Yep, bought up. You didn't miss the key again. Well, it's very sloppy of me. Not here, that I lost it. screwed up yet, so I'm doing good. Yay, I'm level 70 now, I can do other things. Filibusters are the... oh, God, items. Ooh, a little better. 40.5. Just. Yay. It's always nice to get that +1. Ah, the +1. Control panel with platform. Oh no! Metal Gear! Here we go. Ready to go on? This way. Ah! Lot to go. Oh, it's a treasure company. Cool. Here you are. Oh, right. On to the next bee. Oh wow, they teleported. Right. It's the armored weapon. You ready? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. Shit, I'm stuck. Shit. Well. Oh. Go here. That could have gone a lot better. That only tells me I am screwed in the final fight, and that's going to be fun as fun. Hilarious. Hilarious. Painful, but hilarious. We're almost at the top. Oh my god, what the hell? Have fun with the other guys, but yeah. I'll take this guy down. I like this. Security terminal. How did he shot them all? That's my biggest question. How did he shot them all? I know I should be running up, but I've already wasted too much time. treasure coffer. Here. Loyalists to the Griffin. Right, so I've got... Oh dear. Sorry that I'm always quiet during this period. Five, four, three, two, see the Griffin. The Griffin. And it's a twist! Apparently. He holds the back of him, robes from Girobanya, so he's a native. Not that much. He's supposed to be menacing, but most of the time he looks fucking stoned. Sorry. He does, he looks stoned. Marauder, get ready.
Yeah.
Right, stick close to it all the time.
How'd you like these?
Don't like this at all. Shit.
Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb.
I know you will. Eventually.
Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like these? Yeah!
Very sloppy, sir.
Yeah. 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 Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah.
How'd you like these? Yeah!
Shit! Oh! Ah, fucking dick.
Sloppy.
That's from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, get to rights there, mate.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you monologue now. Oh wow, you had the blade of the Griffin as well. Yeah. Must have been known as Griffin before all this shit happened. We get a treasure coffer. I remember that being tougher. Not just the knife. Alright then. I have ended this battle, and that is the last bit of work I have to do before the next bit. And I could probably sleep and be with the family.
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
Because plot. The kind of problem with how you continue any kind of game, really, that has a overextended. Why did they steal?
We did it! We showed the bastards! Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
But you'll all be dead. So what's the point? Are they that stupid they didn't realise that? Yep. That's Laurentius.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea.
Why do you give a shit about Alamigo?
They die that others may live.
And, honestly, that little shit, no fucking profit in this. You ain't getting a penny out of this. What does he think he's going to do? Sell arms to militaries that already have suppliers?
Attack!
Seven hells. Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
They were always here. They didn't tell you, did they?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
They didn't tell you, did they?
There's nowhere to run. We're cut off.
Why would I want to see a tyrant victorious?
help us? What are we thinking? The Empire's too big.
Well, someone
Too
told you you
powerful.
could win. Someone who knew you couldn't. As far as Alamigo being saved.
Mighty Rolker, grant us the strength to crush our...
Yeah, I know. Why? I'll tell you why in a second. Sending your children to death. The fuck up.
There you are.
You working
As
out
you can
yet?
see, our
Still
infiltrators
bird.
did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
Nothing. We leave.
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Go fuck yourself. Or, better yet, fall off a fucking cliff.
Ill-bird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying?
Yes.
Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leverrier.
And you've taken too much brain damage.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces.
You have not been fighting in your country, seeing your people die for years. 20 fucking years they've been dying. Would you keep fighting after
brothers and
that?
sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their
you walked into
apathy
your
and their
own fucking country and
appetites.
yelled at people
Were it
for
not
not
for the
doing
glint
anything.
of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood.
I don't know why I'm shouting, it's stupid.
You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
Not your home once you become a demon. The only place for you is the void.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Gladly take you there.
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Still a child, please.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Without a proper source.
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
And Look at us all watching him do it.
Kills you, Will.
At least someone tried to do something. But, plot armor. Make a main character look shit so the bad guy can get his way.
To mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
He did take brain damage, didn't he? Why do we fall for idiots? Boom. Well, at least he's dead now. It's the deal with his legacy. Longer than it should be, isn't it? Get a drink.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do.
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Timtimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Pabalimo! I know how that spell works.
Risk it. Okay.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this.
Surprised he didn't
Take
give
her.
out a name.
Please, you have to take her.
They don't have to tell me twice.
Oh. What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you. Go!
You can't win the fight. Not yet.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
It's been a long time to perform, isn't it? Ida? Hey. Why? But... why didn't they let me stay? Papolino is my friend. I should have been there with him. There was nothing you could do. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing. It had to be done. Master was wore that same look. Right before the end. I don't know that. No, I know. There's nothing more you could have done. Gilbert caught us all off guard. PT was powerless still. Yes, I was suffering from cutscene withdrawal symptoms. You must blame someone. You blame me. Just promise that we'll never forget what Papolino strove to protect, all the lessons he tried to teach. Don't speak to me. Hey. Leave Ida with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Oh, that's horrible. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. Language rights. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all of this. Pray, make your way there at once. I will send word to Stoller and the others about him in the future. Yeah. I just think it's funny that he had every opportunity to end me in that fight and didn't bother. Punted me to the other side when I was stunned. Still had enough time to swoop back. Also, enjoy your Stola being a bitch. Genuinely. How well did you know Papalima? It would seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye. Behind the Griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, Hilbert. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Midhar, whose dread power he used to initiate a summoning ritual, even as we looked on. That guy who's supposed to be menacing would lunch stoned as fuck half the time. Sorry. Yours! At 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires every ounce of one's ego. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I'm certain Papalima was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how Hilbert came to possess it or dies. I don't think you need help explaining that. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected evil rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Mayhap it was the work of an assassin. But now's not the time for idle speculation. Right. I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of light and ascertain the state of the primal trap within. Between our respective candidates, I dare say we shall glean some measure of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to establish much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. Shall I? Let us be about it then. Without so much as a by your leave? Pray forgive our conjurer her brevity. She seeketh employment, lest her grief deprive her of the will to act. Her desire to comfort Ida doubtless compounded her unseemly haste. I too must tend this grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, ladies, I shall hold our bottom holly in painful study. There exists writing which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of light. We have a lot of understanding grief in this game, which is important. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalima's sacrifice. Quite. We must begin preparations to face Hilbert's accursed creation without delay. What time we have was purchased at too dear a price for us to squander it. I shall contend until the end. Yes, see what else we got. New Ascalon, Sky Singer, for Top Knight, Game Change, Dragon Souls, Souls, Max, say. We're just getting a lot of music here, aren't we? PT, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning, we still have no idea how long it will be before... Communication with the Alliance? One moment. Hello? Ah! Hello? Ah! Hello? Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. I'm Hanks. Word from Britannia. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the primary, of course. As of Yishtola's last report, the cocoon hung above the wall unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seatsier doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain. So I'm told Sir Garland has been called to add his expertise to the proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stone to Taru's capable hand and make haste for the lowest standard. Why does she not have to leave it to me? She just nods. About coffee. I mean, drinking chocolate and dirting to droop.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Yes.
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again.
Wonderful.
You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port.
What? Did you, like, shout your way down here? We're kind of drunk, dude. Come on a boat. Should we, like, call the authorities?
Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Maybe it shouldn't.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
Did you not hear him say he was hungry?
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
It's just that thought process of just watching him sort of gallivant like that and then collapse. Couple more tidbits to go and then we will be ready for a new horizon. A new horizon indeed. Come on! The waiting lists are shorter than this. Suffocus Otter. To deal with the chucking of the PS4. Oh well. I can still play it. I'd be surprised what people can survive on nowadays. Yeah, I remember back in my day how much I could make with bread. I mean, technically you can make pasta with bread, so I have to do a lot of work to it, but yeah. Welcome, Warrior of Lives. This way, please. Thank you. There's one of them's quicker. What if I wanted to say no? The last clickety clack we've got to do. Hopefully. Voice.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
Well, yeah, because you've got to, like, clear the bodies as well before the, settlers find out.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken.
Oh, good.
After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon, of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment.
A blast of light came at it. Wow.
Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
Oh God. Again? I haven't even fought him yet.
We could face another calamity.
Perhaps.
So the primal is
That's
awake
not been
then?
too bad.
Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy
On the
it
way
now,
to,
lest it break free.
Stormblood.
Agreed. There is, however, the
cut the
small
enough
matter
cutting.
of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
It'd be helpful, but I wouldn't be able to reimburse you at all.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
You got bored.
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
I don't have a Discord.
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend. As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanau since the Allegans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allegans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartanau while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allegans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
No. Oh, I gotta say, wow. No, I'll keep an eye on him. Leave it to me.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice.
I mean, technically we do have a choice. We could just fight whatever comes out.
Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Hey, hey, hey! And I'm not a machinist yet.
Yes.
Or an
The
engineer.
task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours.
Oh man,
But
could
the
you imagine that being a
responsibility
class?
for its
That'd be
reawakening
awesome.
must remain with the
Build
Council.
them make airships.
Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. It would seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Carteneau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We're gonna put shackles on his legs. It'd be funny.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Carteneau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
My blade is yours.
For now.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
We've had enough about shaking already today. Still not done. Well, that was rather an unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions. Not least among them, how Nero chanced to land this council's meeting in the first place. Ooh, greater obeisance. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to let far behind. Let's be off. Where is we going? Airship. That's odd. Alright, then we're saying hi again. A round of highs. Hey, Sid. PT, Alphina, ready to go? The others have stepped onto the landing for a moment, lest you wonder. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsior before boarding. You let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of the man poking around about the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alphino. Sister was adamant that he would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are... well, here they are now. Right, I think that's everyone. Dark side course for Carteneau. Might I ask if we delay the departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying in the cocoon as we speak, and I would hear the latest observations ere we proceed. it seemed wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible while formulating our plan. Oh? I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. I'll get when we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright. While Alvin speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsior over to Margot, where we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. My apologies for the troubles. I shall visit Stoller and the others forthwith. Join you as soon as I am able. Petey, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safe in knowing that you are present to entertain our guest. Nice. Everyone at Mardona is welcome to travel aboard Excelsior. I'll wait for the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready, Owen. Ida, wait. You are travelling with Master Gallant, sir. The Enterprise Excelsior is right this way. Travel to Mardona. Ready? Quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the Toll's main square. Shall we adjourn to the Rising Stones then? Rawr. Yeah, the best fly here, Not very good at this, are you? No. I'm not getting through that. Why? What the? What? What the? It wouldn't let me in!
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight.
Why did he sound like a puppet then? Or look like a puppet?
It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
Oh, I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation.
Really?
Wedge calls it the Mark 14 Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Only used for technology is for making tea.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remained behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Can I help you?
Good gods, that voice could fell a gigas.
It probably did.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger.
Who are you calling domicile?
I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Oh God, it's him again.
Yugiri,
Help! My
do you
stalker's
know
turned up again! Get him away from me! What we all step out the way for?
Why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly.
Very much so.
But now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gozetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
You have more than paid.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? Yugiri? You draw steel against the curs of Garlemald?
Meanwhile, Nero's again, hey!
Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
So much for subterfuge. Like all my neighbors at once. I'll take care of this shit. DT, wait! Could I speak to you for a moment? Yeah. Do you remember when I had you meet at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Don't remind me. Still chafing. Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a travelling outfit in my spare time. I've only just this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. You can try it on right now if you like. See what it'll look like. Eo! Nice. I keep the monocle! Woo! I keep the monocle! Forget the rest, I've got the monocle. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? Fine. You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can't tell how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the warrior of light is it's, well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed the blood pill charm to you. You know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Aww. Never been much of a shirt and tie person, to be honest. I have a monocle! I have a monocle! Forget the rest, I have a monocle! Alright, Ida, let's finish this. Attack and see hell. Make it stop! Yep. So, we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well, we'll now remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, maybe you can return to Gridania and assist Stoller and Cryon. A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Carcino Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while PT, Ida, and our dumb friends take care of our security. The Excelsior is by the lake just outside town. We'll leave as soon as everyone's ready. Carcino is uninhabitable, that's why. We haven't far to go. With luck we'll be in Carcino before Gossetsu graces the deck with his dinner. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard. Given that Ellen A. Wiley, who was still active when Omega was discovered, to be sure the Empire has long been aware of its existence. If Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. He tells me we're flying into a fight. And that next bit tells you absolutely so. It's like all 9 damn birds at once. Yeah, I want to kick the crap out of you every time I see you.
Now, where was that? Ah!
I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Of course.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Grind wet.
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it?
Are you wearing makeup?
It's like all my name days have come at once.
I hope not. That's kind of concerning as the speed.
Take care of that brute, will you?
I'd love to. He seems dumb as fuck.
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This Claude
There's
has no
four of
idea who
us.
he's dealing
It's fine. I mean, we don't have a healer. Wait, how do we not have a healer? What the? Oh well, looks like we can't get her. I mean, technically, uh-oh.
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
I'm sure. It'd be funnier if he just sort of comes in and just drops them all, but no. I have a technology hammer! Samurai versus a sumo.
This one'll sting.
Leave this to me.
Have you?
I think he wants to hit me for some reason.
It's all over now.
Your defense is lacking.
Fine.
'Tis my right to strike.
No holding back.
An opening.
Look upon a samurai of Doma.
You watching, Pavolino?
No retreat. No surrender.
With soul and steel.
Why won't they all die?
This one'll sting.
Leave this to me.
I have you.
Are they done yet? Surrender! We have you outnumbered! I've already killed like 10 to 1 of your dudes. Wouldn't be the first time. Hold on. Yo! Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys. But only if you promise to give it back. What?
one'll sting. Your defense is lacking.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
Certain battle is punishable by death. Only a stranger rat come back, please! Some fucker poisoned me.
It's all over now. Leave this to me.
With soul and steel!
No holding back. No retreat. No surrender.
'Tis my right to strike!
You watching, Papalimo?
Guys, a lot of help.
An opening.
Good job, Kosetsu. Something lost me my words. Get him, get him, get him, get him. Stop him from running. Oh. Well, we're all here now. Where's the person? Oh, jeez. No way, Robert. You're off.
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
What is your designation?
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
Well, that's not good.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
I'm sure.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
I could give you half an answer. Is there any other way?
I suppose not.
I mean, I could kick its ass. You can join in if you want. I might be able to protect you with my echo. Whatever it is.
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Yes, that's the one.
The big red button. Well, not really. Technically, it's red, and it's a button.
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalimo. So this is for you. And me.
Now it's a big red button.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Yeah, the cutscene.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Australia. Oh, hello. I'm broken up. Beetle. Because the ultimate weapon, I think they totally kept the new design. I mean, there's a lot of versions of ultimate weapon as well, but usually Ultima and Omega are like of the same design. This time they didn't do that. They went with my version. All the old ones just went with the wrong thing. don't think either of them died.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
No, should you?
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Looks very angry in that situation.
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Good idea. You don't want to get this Meg. I mean yeah. Huh?
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
What, your tattoo was a glamour? How does that work? I don't think tattoos are supposed to burn up when someone dies. Sid, how do I get out of here? Not sure why we lost contact with Omega. But I'm going to find out. Let's be on our way. Gridania. I thought we were at Carter now. Oh, for the love of everything. We're upstairs, aren't they? Nope, there he is. Seed. I think Terrastian is waiting for something. Hold on. Far Edge of Fate. Nice. This is the last mission before we jump in to Stormblood. Words can never express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Either wait, we must... The Elder Seeds here is expecting us. Worry not, Alvin. Gosetsu and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, you. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste to the Lotus Stand. All are eager to hear your testimony. I didn't see anything. Yeah, how many sliders are there out at this point? Huh. This is going much longer than I expected. But, it is the purpose of me actually streaming for as long as I am, to be honest. To try and get through as much as I can. As soon as I can, really, so that not so much of a strain later. Who am I talking to? Ah. Why does it do that? My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. If you indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You are too kind, Elder Seedseer. As I recall, we as good as demanded the right to try. Tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in awakening Omega I, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we were blind to all that followed. Huh. Well, words could do justice to such a thing. None of my choosing, that much is certain. But I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its midst rose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other in the skies over Girabania. The primal's might, if I believe, seemed the very heavens to be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I've never seen, and hope never to see again. Battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, and to rest somewhere on Almenian soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us could only think only of Bahamut, when looking upon the primal's form, the Domans were heard to whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that the being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer to it as such. Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Girabanian side of the border. Aye, which is why we sent our main force under the command of Marshal Terrapin to capture the wall. The Imperials in disarray, with perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's borders and assess the aftermath of the impact. I myself will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. Not wedge of the flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, and even if it has fallen into Empire's lap, it'll be of no use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they manage to stop. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representatives in Girabania. The Will Board has forced our hand. It would seem only logical to seek out an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And, by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamigo might finally be wrested from Galamol's grasp. Yes, quite. That's why I guess we need place. Alfie? You must be exhausted. I would ordinarily suggest we retire directly to the Rising Stones. But I want to make first make a small detour. Ishtola and the others have gathered at Amaranth's spire, and I imagine that you too will be interested to see what's become of the wall now. The cocoon is gone? Guess so. It is decided then. Read on. He teleports out, just not in. It would make more sense if you could hop in and out, but I suppose it's for theatre. Dragon! Dragon! I saw a dragon fly over us! Hi, Stola.
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
Probably.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes. Ilberd's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged, had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beggared belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhap she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
Well, it would be alien to you to notice that her tattoos have gone.
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
But it was enough time. We'll do what we can. Oh. What the hell do you have all that hair under there?
Ida, there is no need to explain.
Bitch.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask.
What?
20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. She was strong and kind, and always knew what to do.
You would think that you were 5.
But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too. And I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian.
Do you mean the actual realm of Charlian, or the sort of ruins of Middleshire?
That was where she met Master Louis Soir.
Oh, the actual place.
He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
I'm not sure.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know.
But because of that, you stuck in Papalimo's shadow.
Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Lucky shot. Not about you, mate. Sorry.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise.
Okay.
When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lise. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
And end of a story.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
Yes, the next expansion, Alphinaud is able to make use of his greatest skill, ability as a tactician. Takes a while, though. It was brave of Lise to remove her mask after so long. Ah, 6 years. Though she has scarcely come to terms with Papalimo's loss. That one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on the road. She has resolved to war. Let us return to the Rising Stars. We have quite a story to tell to Taro and my sister. Yes, Alizé, who's not sure what the hell's going on, and Tutaru, who, quite frankly, probably doesn't care.
Children of the land.
Just the same credits will run through different dimensions. What? Ah. Johannesburg. You may have mentioned, but Alphinaud has apprised me of all that came to pass in Grenada. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Lise has chosen her path, as her friends, we must do what we can to support that choice. We are fated to join the conflict in any case. Once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Giribania, we'll have little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those who might conceivably save is not wisdom but indolence, correct? I, for one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamedans and striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire. As I rather suspect. Do you? Barrage of fate. Done. And thus do they take Belsar's wall. Quick march! The Imperials will soon come to their senses and we must be ready to face their retribution. Yes, little potato captain. Cheeky buggers, I can cut you all down, you know. It's almost time, Carl. Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I learned to brace myself against the charge of the Bull of Alamigo. No foe would dislodge me. The debris. I will take our back. Both of us. Antagonist of the next extent? Yes, that bit. Not the top one, the bottom one. Definitely that guy. That's the main enemy. That's the main bad guy. My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Belsar's wall has fallen to the Eorzean Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown Icon continues. Though both yet elude us, my lord, their battle caused considerable damage across the region, giving us a chance to divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work. I forgive you. Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. One round, spies tell me the dome is called Shimbu, and that it proved a match for me. Yes, that is promise. Most interesting. Well, actually, very technically, Omega had a very long nap, then woke up and thought, oh, I've got to punch this. The far edge of fate, the roads begin anew. The heroes look to the eastern skies and behold their crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering, storm of blood. Hi. Stop it. We teleport. New Gridania seems close. No, actually, Foundation is closer. Oh, Foundation's closer. When I'm not looking, then see what's up. And also, I'm going to be doing Holy Week as well for streaming. So I'm not quite done yet. Sunday's the last day of Lent, but I'm going to push on. How many panties do we have? No. Oh, we do have enough. We do have enough. So, the resets for these. So that's it. Basically, you can get 450 of those ones. Tombstones of Causality. And end at week, you get them again. I have enough for something. I think I've only got enough for a ring or a necklace. Oh, I have enough for a hat. I got a fancy hat. I got a fancy hat. I feel like one of those two. It was bracelet, wasn't it? Really not. Can we get the choker then? I did get the choker. A lot of vitality for that. And skill speed up. You get determination instead of off to bed. Whoosh. That 1147. Where is Three's Company? Oh, you go back to the boss again. Oh look. I've got prepared to go for a while. A fine evening to you, sir. How may I assist you after the end? This is where I will break off for the day. My longest stream was like 4 hours and a bit, so this isn't that bad. But this is where I shall end. Thank you very much for watching. Whether live or on archive, any time given is always appreciated. Be it 3 seconds or 3 hours. As I always do, I shall remind you all that all time is precious and appreciated. Take care. See ya.